What's up guys, this is my first YouTube video, so let's get started. Today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to open an Xbox One controller. Now the most important thing about opening an Xbox One controller is having the right toolkit to do so. And the one that I recommend the most is the one by XOOL, as you can tell by the logo here. It's an 80-piece tool set that is highly reviewed by about 1,000 people, and it has a 4.5-star review on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description because it's the most affordable one that I've used, and it only costs $22. Now the most important thing about a toolkit is the tools that are in it. So let's take a quick look at how these tools are going to help you save time and money while doing the repair. First, we have a majority of the pieces are bits. And the most important bits that we're going to be using for the Xbox One is the T8 and the T6. The T8 is used for the screws on the outside of the controller, and the T6, it's just a smaller version of the T8 that's going to be used for the inside screws. Along with the bits in the toolkit, we also have a ruler, a bunch of different useful prying tools, a box cutter even. We've got some more tools here that will help. And then we've got this thing here as well. So this is a highly recommended toolkit. It's again 4.5 stars on Amazon, and it's only for $22. And you want to get the right tools for the job so that in the end you're going to save a bunch of time and money. So let's get started. Now, in order to open an Xbox One controller, we need to remove 5 T8 screws, and they're located one here, one behind the sticker, one here and here. And in order to do that, we're going to use a tool such as this one from the toolkit, which is really useful from the experience that I've had opening up a lot of controllers. Now think about opening up the side handles here and here, is that there's a lot of pins that you have to pry open. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 different pins that we have to push open, making sure that we don't break anything. Alright, so let's get started using this tool. Now I like to come in through the sides here. A lot of people also like to go about opening it through here, but if you try that route, you might damage the triggers on the Xbox controller. So let's go ahead and slowly just come in here and nudge it a little. As you can hear from the clicking sound, we've opened one of the clips. That's the second one, third, and the fourth. And now we just leave that tool in there and then use our nail or whatever, and voila. Same thing goes for the other side. Let's just flip this around a little bit. Got one, 2, 3, and that should do it. Voila. So now that we have both of the handles open, you can go ahead and remove this sticker, and be careful if you don't want to void the warranty and don't want it to seem like you've opened up the sticker. You could use a hair dryer and you could heat this up and then it'll come off easily, or I just like to use this tool and then start scraping one of the corners very gently, just like this. Keep going, and then use the tool, and as you can see, we'll just peel it off about halfway. You don't have to undo this entire thing until you can get to the screw here. So now let's go ahead and remove the screws using our T8 screwdriver. Okay, now that we have our controller with the 5 screws exposed, let's go ahead and start unscrewing. There we are. Got the 5 screws. Now let's make sure we put them somewhere safely. And then here's the controller. Let's flip it over, remove the face plate from it slowly, and then flip it around, and this should just wiggle out. There we go. Now that we've unscrewed the outer shell of the Xbox controller, let's go ahead and unscrew the motherboard. So you have a T6 screw here as well as a T6 screw right here behind the motors. Let's go ahead and begin unscrewing. Voila. Now here you want to be careful because you have this connector, black wire. Let's go ahead and disconnect that first so you can just pry it open like this from the top. There we go. Now that's disconnected. And then you can slowly, you want to be careful not to unsolder these wires that are connected to this motherboard as well as this side. So you want to be careful when you lift up. There's a small pin that you want to unplug, and then you'll be able to reach down here. As you can see, this is the headphone jack. You want to just pop it off, and here it comes out. It just sits between the two circuit boards. So there's your headphone jack. Maybe you want to replace this as part of your repair for your controller. And let's just put that to the side for now. Move these screws as well. Okay, now that we have the headphone jack removed, let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper in order to get to the circuit board that's beneath the analog sticks. And I'm going to show you how to go about doing this without desoldering any of the wires that are connected to the motherboard as well as the motors on either of the sides. So we want to get to this circuit board without desoldering anything. Let's go ahead and flip the controller over and first remove the two analog sticks that we have. That's one, and there's a second one. And then let's go ahead and remove this silver ring that's around the arrow buttons. And just go ahead and remove it just like that. Remove the arrow buttons as well. And then we want to take apart the bumpers as well. So you've got a little thing here, just pry open, and then another one here, and then just wiggle it out, and there you go. We have the bumpers gone as well, and then we have the little connector right here that we want to be mindful of. So let's take that apart as well, but keep in mind that we need to put that back when we put the controller back together. And then let's go ahead and slowly turn it back around and start removing the excess wire that's around the buttons. And that's this wire that I'm talking about, this black and gray wire. We want to go ahead and just undo it a little bit without desoldering. And then remove that piece as well, just over there, and voila. So we have that side complete. Let's go ahead and do the same to the other side. Clip here, go. You want to be careful as to not to put a lot of pressure on this. And then there we go. Let's flip it back around. And then slowly just lift up here. Grab the two motors. And then flip it around. And there we have it. We've gotten to our circuit board beneath the two triggers. And now this circuit board contains a few T6 screws. As you can see, there's one here, one here, one here. In the corner we got a couple, so we want to go ahead and unscrew those as well so we can get to the actual hardware buttons in the back. And there we go. Now we have the second circuit board removed, and maybe you're having some problems with the arrow keys and these are not sticky enough. You could get replacements. This is just a sticker that goes on top of the circuit board, so you could go ahead and remove that. And now you can get to the buttons here. Maybe you have some sticky buttons here as well, so get in here, pull a button out and start cleaning it all the way around. Maybe clean the edges around here as well. And there you have it. That's how you take apart an Xbox controller without desoldering any of the wires or components. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future Xbox controller repair videos. Thank you. Peace.